Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. And I want to give a huge shout out to Daryl and Werner of the wrestling podcast CovalentTV. These guys work extremely hard and give an honest review. It's the second best podcast in the world, second to the Kurt Angle Show. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Hey Daryl, hey Warner, this is Thick Mama Pump, Jordan Grace, coming at you through a Snapchat filter because honestly, it's just easier this way for me, for you, and definitely for my self-esteem because I don't feel like putting on makeup right now, and you know how it is. But I heard you guys do a wrestling if I can talk today, podcast called I'm gonna say this right, hopefully. Covalent, fingers crossed, that's how you say it, because I think I would normally pronounce it Covalent, but Covalent Wrestling Podcast. So I hope that is awesome. I hope you guys get, a bazillion views on it or listens or however podcasts work, because everybody does them on Zoom nowadays. But talk to you later. Bye.
What's up, Daryl and Warner? This is the Wolverine, the effing machine, Mr. GMSI himself, Brian Cage. I mean, who better? You already know the answer to that question. And if you don't, that is nobody. Giving you guys a shout out on your podcast, Covalent. And I appreciate you guys being big fans, big supporters, and the best is yet to come. All right, guys, take care.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The weather has been rainy here over Gotham City, and rest in peace to Val Kilmer, man. We got to talk about that first and foremost, man. Golly, what is going on in the world, man? What is going on in the world? We lost Iceman. We lost Batman. What is happening? We lost Doc Holliday. What is happening in the world, y'all? Damn. Sad day over Gotham City, ladies and gentlemen. But it is a happy day in the world of professional wrestling because you are sitting here right now watching the best professional wrestling podcast there is, hands down, bar none. If you want any of that corny shit that people put out there like Ice Cube, son, you can go ahead and watch that. But if you decide that you want to watch some real shit, well, here we are. So that means... Welcome to your AEW Dynamite Live Review. This is your boy, Mr. Starkside.
Big dude.
What is going on, beautiful people? What is going on to everybody in the house tonight? It is good to see y'all in here rocking it out early. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit rainy out here, but we getting it popping. You know, in the Midwest, we have been getting hit with all of the premium quality moisture. Everybody put moisture in the comment section, okay? And when you're done with that, moisturize your skin, you ashy bitch. Just do it. If you're not moisturizing and the bitches are calling you ashy, it's your fault. Lotion is not as expensive as it used to be. That's probably one of the few things in the world that is not as expensive as it used to be. But yes, lotion is not that expensive. Get you some cocoa butter. Find you a cocoa woman. Rub the cocoa butter on her. Have a good time. Have a good time. And then while you're doing that, we're going to talk this wrestling spill. You know what I'm saying? And also, Truth Seekers roll call in the house tonight. Truth Seekers roll call in the building, in the establishment, in the dancery. Yeah? So get it going, man. And also something you need to get going, and one of which might dictate if we finish this show out, is being a part of that like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Cash App, Streamlabs link, and Super Chats all work. Show the necessary love to the show, man. Show up and show the fuck out. And those likes better get up to 25, because if they don't get up to 25, then in which case the stream is going off. No stream for you. No soup for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't understand why we do that, then in which case you need to go watch these other shows where they don't give a fuck about your goddamn engagement. And guess what? You'll just be a number. Take a number. And it's still no soup for you.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't want y'all to be a number. We don't want y'all to be a victim. You're a victim. If this stream ends, you're a victim. You don't get the good work. The good work dropped off at your front doorstep for the free, not behind a paywall, not behind a pay porta potty, not behind nothing. Stop playing with us, bro. Stop playing with us in the building tonight. Now, guys, we know we have a job to do. It's bringing you beautiful people the news, holding one special, dumbass, accountable, and bringing you facts, data, statistics as we go, because that is just what we do. Yeah.
There we go.
So let's not delay y'all any further, man. Let's go ahead and get into 10 news. Let go.
So a bitter bitch Bret Hart decided to talk today.
25 likes. That's what that should have got. 25. That's what that should have got. Go ahead.
Bitter bitch Bret Hart decided to talk today because, you know, the Owen's coming up. Bret Hart said, especially AEW, I find that most actors trying to pretend to be wrestlers. Gotta get on with that real wrestling and just quit acting so much.
Sir, very, very wide pasty, sir, in the bottom left corner of the screen. Does AEW have a pay-per-view this week?
Yes, they do.
Okay, never mind. Werner, can you hear me, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're back. We had a little slippity dip in the bippity bip, but we are here. They tried to get us up out of there early. They tried to. Do you see the WWE trying to get us up out of here early?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I couldn't see 5 of Werner's mustache hairs because it went to calculator quality in real time. I saw it. Y'all all saw it too. Werner froze. We was talking about Val Kilmer. He was in Batman. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I know it was you.
That's right.
Even though I know that wasn't the Batman movie he was in, it was you. All right? Mr. Freeze, I know it was you. We about to have like 4 different streams on Twitter. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to deleting 5 fucking streams. It's going to be nice. Everybody here? Everybody enjoying themselves? Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. God damn. Don Lemon. Okay, we're still live on this one. Okay, all right. Everybody retweet the new one on Twitter. Everybody retweet the new one on Twitter. Yeah, the WWE tried to take this one down. They just tried to take, but we here. We shall not be vanquished. That's a word you don't hear every day. We shall not be vanquished. But yeah, as I was saying before, Werner went into Mayo freezing territory. It is an AEW pay-per-view week. Bret Hart is on the WWE Legends deal. Now, I heard that there's some context that was missing a little bit from it. But even with the added context, when I did my research on it, when I saw the added context, he kind of like half-ass tossed Roman Reigns in there too. But it was more so a detraction towards AEW. Translation, he might have thought he was slick. He might have thought he got away with it, but he ain't get away with it. Like, I don't know. It was a weird read and it was a weird listen. You know, Bret Hart obviously can't speak and carry himself the way he used to due to, concussions and so on and so forth.
And the stroke.
And strokes, yeah. And like Pause if necessary, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. It was like he kind of gave like a little gentle elbow to Roman Reigns and gave like a fucking closed fist punch to AEW. Which pretty much sums up most WWE media.
Yep.
Which pretty much sums up all WWE media. Now that I've said that, you cannot unsee it. Whenever WWE controlled media has to give like a criticism to WWE, it is typically extremely mild.
Yep.
It is like extremely mild. And it has to be something, and Werner, you may agree or disagree on this. It has to be something that is so undeniably bad for them to even give that little like elbow.
Right. I still want to know what Bret Hart thinks of Triple H's booking.
That's what Werner, thank you. You're paying attention today. Here we go. Here we go. That's basically what I was trying to say. For all the truth seekers in the comment section, that's basically what I was trying to say. Where is Bret Hart's smoke for Triple H's booking? He normally, before he had that Legends deal, that shiny, you know what I'm saying, direct deposit Legends deal, he had everything to say about Triple Nose.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck was that? You just growled at the people? What was that?
I don't know.
The fuck was that? You calm down.
Imagine this. You say something bad about if you're a former WWE wrestler, you say something bad about WWE, all of a sudden, just like that, you get a Legends deal. Yeah. And then take that energy and then flip it to AEW. What the fuck are they doing?
And they don't even try to like hide how obvious it is. It's dead ass like, okay, imagine you find a grizzly bear and you want it as your pet and you trying to hide it from your wife and you put it in the fucking bathroom. Like, that's how obvious it is when these compromised WWE media, legends, goddamn whatever. It's so obvious. By show of hands, how many people would know if there was a fucking grizzly bear in their bathroom?
Right?
Unless we got some deaf and blind viewers, then in which case, how the fuck did you find us? Unless we have some deaf and blind viewers. Unless we got some Helen Kellers in this motherfucker. How on earth do you not notice how obvious the controlled AEW hate is? That's what I'm going to start calling it. The controlled AEW hate. Because it comes from one place. And I dare anybody to come in here and tell me it doesn't come from the WWE side strictly. I dare any one of you to tell me that it is not coming from the WWE side directly. It's like fucking clockwork. This person has all of a sudden got a Legends deal. Who do they start talking about?
AEW suck. They don't know how to wrestle. They don't know how to cut promos.
This person joins a podcast on a WWE media controlled outlet. What do they start talking about?
AEW sucks. They don't know how to wrestle. They can't cut promos. Oh my God, they're all in the mud.
It's when I say it's clockwork, man, it is a beautiful piece of a mechanical watch. You know what I'm saying? If you've never owned a mechanical watch in your life, it is a luxury. It is a beautiful thing. But it is not a beautiful thing for AEW because it is just like fucking mechanical clockwork. Meaning it is autonomous. It does not need a battery. It just goes. It just goes. It is like a mechanical clockwork. It just goes. WWE never has to replace the battery. Never. And it's like they find new pieces to add to the mechanics of this beautiful piece of a watch that just keeps going. And it just keeps going. And it just keeps going. But here's the problem. And I don't want to spend too much time on it.
Still down on YouTube.
Yeah, it'll come back.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There we go.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. All right, let me delete another Twitter stream.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, did it just go down completely on Twitter? Bro. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Oh.
Do we need to go back to goofball in this and support interracial talk?
Support
WWE
interracial talk.
Good.
Yes.
Oh, WWE
Everything
good.
WWE. This shit is going wild. This shit is going absolute ape shit. And out, I'm just going to start this shit over. Holy fucking shit. I don't even know, bro.
Issue because we can still talk to each other.
Yeah. Yo.
3 people are now watching.
Beautiful.
Are we still live?
I guess so. All right, hold on. Wait.
Can anyone hear us?
Yes, everybody should be able to hear us now. What you say? You good? Y'all good? Fuck you mean? No, playing. Damn. WWE, all of that? All of that WWE? Damn.
And all for Bret
WWE, all of that? We still live on Facebook too? Good.
Yeah.
Damn, WWE, all of that? Really? Just for that? Fuck you. I'm going back into it. Why do y'all always do this when it's an AEW pay-per-view week? Why are y'all so fucking weird? Why do y'all send these fucking 60-plus-year-olds out here to shit on a 6-year-old company? I'm going to keep talking about it now. Now I'm really on y'all fucking case. Like, bruh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Everybody, you don't got to put it all out there. Just put WTF in the comment section real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Put WTF in the comment section real quick, because what the actual fuck, ladies and gentlemen. We should be back live on Twitter in a second. I just clicked us back live over there. I apologize to any of our Twitter peeps. Lord. Warner, what the hell?
They don't like us.
All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Damn it. But we care about ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We care about ourselves, and we care about ourselves enough to still be here to give y'all this good work. We see y'all. We see you, Triple Nose. We see you, bro. And we take that and we raise you a backup server. Yes. Yes. There's no mutiny on this ship. Oh, man. Yes, everybody get Werner's vitriolic mayo fund started. His mayo is vitriolic tonight. He is the first man to ever create red mayo just out of sheer anger.
Red
mayo. That's right. Shouts out to y'all, man. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang. For the love of the show, man, can we get a True Seekers roll call back in this bitch, man? Can we get a True Seekers roll call back in this motherfucker, man? Sorry about any technical difficulties that y'all may have been facing, beautiful people. Oh, my God. Let me see what we got. Say red mayo. Yes, red mayo. Red mayo. Not to be confused with Don Lemon.
Don Lemon.
And we still only one like away from rocking this motherfucker out for the long haul. That's if Nick Khan doesn't put in a call to one of his people. They tried to pack us up, Warner. They really did. I got backup service now, bitch. Oh.
We need Crazy Tony Khan to save us.
It was the Joker. I know that was who did it. I know the Joker. I know it was you. I know it was
Is
you.
it the Riddler?
The riddle. What was the riddle to come back on stream?
Oh.
See, you couldn't even. You brought it up and couldn't even finish out the concept, weren't you?
No, I couldn't.
You're just like DC, aren't you? All right, guys, it is time for us to do what we do best at a high level, and what these people do best is their worst at a low level. If you know what portion of the show is coming up, go ahead and drop that brang thang thang in the comment section. But even if you decide you are not going to, because every day we're buffering, I'm going to tell you bastards anyway, it is time for us to hold one special accountable. It is time for drone accountability. Nick Khan, we own you, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. So this is from Twitter.
Twitter.
And this is from Death of AEW.
Gee, Warner, that's not a dead giveaway at all.
No, not at all. They say, and I quote, WrestleTix can't run away from their former AEW Tix handle. While covering Dynamite ticket sales, they conveniently fake out the actual number of seats by claiming total number of seats on the map, 5,980. Actual arena holds 11,442. Dynamite will only fill up 24% of the building tomorrow. Quit lying for a billionaire, you fuckers. But wait, there's more.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the low-hanging fruit bonanza. Okay, let's go.
WrestleTix decided to respond saying,
whoa.
Just to clear, yeah, they responded.
That's rare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
WrestleTix said, to clarify, total number of seats on a map refers to what the actual visible on the interactive seating map for any given event, not the full arena capacity. That's how I report data for all shows across all promotions. Nothing more, nothing less. Have a good day. To which this little idiot,
who went to market,
the death of AEW, said, when I directly accuse you of being AEW Tix and being a shill, you weren't in the comments. Mind addressing this from last year? This motherfucker.
Are you serious?
Hold on. This motherfucker last year went to Twitter's Grok, whatever it is, their AI thing.
Yeah.
And said, was AEW WrestleTix, or was WrestleTix formerly AEW Tix? And he had to give, and Gronk had to give the answer. Well, it seems like someone's been digging around the internet. Yes, it appears that WrestleTix was indeed formerly known as AEW Tix. But hey, who doesn't love a good rebranding, right? Maybe they thought WrestleTix sounded more like a superhero's secret identity. What the fuck is this shit?
And the Kiss My Ass award winner of the fucking year. Whatever the fuck Warner just said. Let me explain something. Just real quick. The amount, and I mean, god damn, it was a hefty amount.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of coping I fucking saw after that BJ Bethel report.
Oh my God.
Dominated my feed for the better part of 48 fucking hours.
Dear Lord.
And that's still ongoing. That 48 hours is still ongoing. I'm talking about within. My question is this, and this is a sincere question, a good faith question. If y'all want to see a company die that bad, right? Why don't y'all just sink y'all life savings like y'all are currently doing? Why don't y'all just pour all of this energy into signal boosting the WWE?
Seriously.
I'm thinking in like the Art of War. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you empowering your enemy with attention? Like, let's say, hypothetically, I was one of those people that wanted AEW to die. Why would I talk about AEW? That's how I feel about the controlled WWE media as well. If you want them to die, and you grifters want them to die, you just wouldn't talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
See, but here's why they won't do that, ladies and gentlemen. I have the answer to that question. I was just speaking hypothetically. Here's the reason why they won't do that. It is too financially and algorithmically, I just made up a word, and algorithmically beneficial to talk about AEW than it is to talk about how crappy the WWE product currently is. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. Look at the numbers for the channels that only talk strictly shit about AEW versus the channels that actually are fair to both promotions, major promotions. All you got to do is run the numbers. Hell, we'll run the numbers on our channel. While we were having the WWE Take 'em Down stream bonanza that y'all just saw, me and Warner were literally saying, man, we need to go back to just doing WWE great, everything's good, thumbs up. Because, bro, that's the only way the algorithm is like, ooh, what's this? So, to that person, and to that switchblade person, whoever that was, that put up all them goddamn Steiner math statistics that he couldn't fucking verify.
Dear Lord.
To people like that, why don't you just like continue the grift that works for the algorithm? Y'all have worked so hard to make the anti-AEW grift the algorithm in professional wrestling. Why not just play into it? Because now it seems like instead of playing into what gets the clicks, y'all are just acting like little hoes. Y'all are just bitching and moaning about anything that y'all can bitch and moan about. Anything that y'all can get y'all hands on in the bitch and moan category, y'all are all in. No pun intended. Just do the grift that works. And if you don't want to do that grift, okay, cool. Let the algorithm reset itself so people like me and Werner can be in the algorithm. So other people who actually know how to do a fair show can be in the algorithm. If this is what y'all gonna do, surrender the algorithm. Right? I think that's fair. I think that's a fair trade. If y'all want to just cope on Twitter, cool. Surrender the algorithm on YouTube, surrender the algorithm on Facebook, surrender every algorithm you motherfuckers belong to. And you know what? Me and Werner and all the people that do it the right way, we'll leave you Twitter. That's the trade. We'll leave you Twitter. Yeah, we'll leave you Twitter. Let us have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Let us have
Spotify.
That. Yeah, let us have that. Let us have that. Because the problem is, y'all dominate the algorithm. I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick that grinds my gears a little bit, and this is super quick. This is not a cue to give up free promo. God damn it, I shouldn't have to say this. But some of y'all motherfuckers be like, ooh, that's my favorite outlet that I really like, but I fake like I like y'all more than them. Let's not do that, okay? Let's not do that in the comment section. Please and thank you. Por favor. The platform WrestlePurist is the platform that epitomizes what I was just talking about. They don't even hide the fact that they're compromised. They don't even hide it. Like, they don't even fucking hide it. Positive AEW stories out there, nothing from them. Negative AEW story, free agency AEW story, person from AEW might go to WWE store. Oh, it's there. Oh, it's up. It's up. It's up.
Re-signings up.
I'm telling you, it is up within minutes that it goes to Fightful Select. It is up in a fraction of a damn second.
Mm-hmm.
And they have already been outed as a compromised media outlet multiple times. Now, the reason why I said, and no, this ain't butthurt or no shit like that. Again, this is not my life. I feel like I shouldn't have to repeat that, but I'm going to repeat it. This is not my life. There's a lot of y'all that be like, oh, I don't really pay attention to them. I muted them. I whooped it. But y'all be under they post all the time. Y'all feed into their algorithm. Y'all say y'all want integrity in the media that you consume, but then you signal boost people like Wrestle Purist and Wrestle Ops, who's clearly compromised as well.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all feed their algorithm. Y'all gotta pick a struggle, dude. I was gonna say make your mind up, but I think y'all have already made y'all minds up. Y'all gotta pick a struggle, dude. Because you know what I'm gonna start doing? Warner, I've never said this on the show before. You know what I'm gonna start doing? If I start seeing you motherfuckers under they post, I'm blocking you from my show.
Wow.
You got my word. You got my word. So if you come to look for the channel and you like, wait, what happened? You was one of them motherfuckers. You was one of them motherfuckers. I want people that are going to be in here that actually want to be in here and get this real talk and actually get news a year in advance, if not more. I know what we bring to the table. I know what we offer. And if you ain't helping us signal boost it, like, for example, how we still not at 25 likes, if you ain't helping us signal boost it, bye.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm going to start seeing y'all motherfuckers underneath them posts, and I'm going to start packing y'all up. You go come back to the page and be like, what happened? So don't be like, oh, he didn't even say anything. Oh, CovalentTV is petty. Oh, they butthurt. No, I gave you a warning. Stop. You want to keep feeding the algorithm? That's perfectly fine. Just don't come into ours. Fair? No, it doesn't show 25 likes on YouTube. I'm looking at the live numbers right now. It is not at 25.
No.
It is at 24. So yeah, all y'all they be like, oh, I love you guys the most. You guys are my source, whoop-de-whoop. But I see y'all under every Wrestle Purist post within 3 minutes.
Or Fightful or any one of those.
Call me petty. I don't give a shit. Call me petty. Call me petty. I don't give a damn. Call me Tom Petty. I don't give a fuck. Call me petty. I don't care. Because if you ain't helping our algorithm, as far as I'm concerned, you are op. And it looked like y'all finna get this show cut short. WWE already tried to do it, but we could do this on our own manual volition, which would be kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after everything that happened. That'd be mad funny. All right. See what we got. Yeah, but like, no. Pete Rocks. No. They're not gonna do that. 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 They're not gonna pull back the curtain on their magic trick. They're not gonna tip their hand. You know why? Because right now, y'all got these motherfuckers looking like Randy Johnson. I said this analogy back in December. Randy Johnson tipped all of his pitches, every single one of them. But guess what? Nobody can hit him. And if you did, oh, you were considered one of the best hitters in the MLB. So they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to show how the magic trick is done. They're not going to tip their pitches. They're not. They're not. Y'all are enjoying the magic show too fucking much. Matter of fact, here's the crazy part. Y'all know how the trick is done, but yet y'all still go to this magic show every fucking day. Meanwhile, we doing stuff that you ain't never seen. We bringing up talking points that you don't never see other podcasters bring up. And y'all be like, you know what? I'm not getting tickets to that show. Okay. Cool. Well, when them doors lock behind you this time and you can't come back in our theater trying to peek and see at our tricks, don't be mad. And you know who you are, too. Yeah, Mo Dunn said still couldn't hit him. Okay, Apollo, and I'm telling you, and I'm keeping that same energy. If I appreciate you being honest, but if I see it consistently, hey, fam, it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. You know, we appreciate you as a commenter. We appreciate you as a truth seeker. It's nothing personal, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of executive decisions I got to start making, bro. Like, and that's one of them. But cool, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to hold one special dumbass accountable. I couldn't wait to do this one. I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning. Guys, I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning. I don't know, just out of sheer reflex, I suppose. Like, you know, when you're a busy man, you probably get about 3-4 hours of sleep. Yeah. And then you wake up and you get right back to the grind. You get right back to getting your groove on, you know what I'm saying? Right? So I wake up and the first thing I see is one of our posts about Cody Rhodes saying that he got booed in a company he helped create. He didn't say help create. He said he created. All of a sudden, I see this shit blowing the fuck up. And I'm like, And Warner, we've been around long enough where if we see a random post of ours that involves a wrestler blowing up, what does that typically mean? Please, God, get this right, Warner. God, when I put him on the spot, he'd be like, Nabisco Factory?
Ooh.
But what does it typically mean, Warner?
That means the drones are out in force.
God damn it, he got it wrong. Fuck.
What? How did I get it wrong?
Okay. I got it, guys. I got it. So typically when a post just starts blowing up in the algorithm that involves a wrestler like fucking crazy, like it gets like fucking 300 comments in under 20 minutes, that typically means the wrestler came underneath that post and commented. Or they quote retweeted it or whatever the case may be. And sure damn enough, I thought I was tripping. First of all, let me say I thought I was tripping. I was scrolling and I'm like, did Cody comment on this? And I scrolled past, and you know how many fake pages on Twitter and parody pages on Twitter. I'm just scrolling. I see like a little Cody Rhodes. I'm like, it's probably like a little fan page or some shit like that. And I said, wait a minute. I scrolled back up and I was like, oh, that's really him. So he commented on the post where we quoted him as saying he got booed in a company he created. To which Dusty's my Paul, Cody Rhodes, had this to say. I'm super proud of it. It was a great, in all caps, memory, and me and those men will always have that and the right to speak it aloud. The need to pretend otherwise hasn't helped anybody. Focus on you, and in quotations, he put, I'll take that bet. Hey, Cody, man. The next time you want to come under one of our posts putting goddamn passive-aggressive soliloquies, homie, just don't. Just don't. Just don't. And, homie, you backpedaled across the motherfucking stage like Michael Jackson doing a moonwalk at Motown damn 25.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you said, bro. No. Homie, you not finna hit me with the WWE PR training. We took it out of context shit. That is not what you said, homie. That is not what you said. You said you got booed in a company you created. Don't try to do the whole, it is a great memory me and those men will always have. That's not what you said, homie. No.
No, no, no. No, 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 no.
Cody, we not doing that, player. We not doing that, bro. See, now I'm going to talk to you man to man, homie. I'm going to actually talk to you man to man. I'm not even going to go to, like, no sign language or nothing, bro. I'm just going to talk to you man to man. That was your opportunity to own what you said if you really felt it, bro. That was your opportunity to stand on what the fuck you said. Let me tell you something. We caught you up in a lie. Lil old Covalent TV. Lil old Covalent TV. We caught you in a lie, homie. For everybody to see. Now, of course, your little Codyites were under there going, yeah, cook my king and all that weird ass shit, right? But for the most part, there was people going, dude, no. That's not what you said. Don't try to group project it after you didn't try to make it sound like you're the sole proprietor of fucking AEW. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's not move like that, homie. No, stand on that bullshit you said, bro. Keep that same energy, my guy. Trying to go for the spin doctor routine ain't good enough, bro, because people see right through it. And little do you realize, this is why you got booed out of a company you think you created. Dude, this comment is why. And y'all can all go see it. He didn't delete it.
Mm-mm.
This is why you got booed. You're a disingenuous asshole. This is why. Goofball. Are you stupid, simple, or slow? Which one? Now, I know all the Codyites are going to come in here and try to cast us out into the fucking depths of hell for talking about their Lord and fucking blonde savior. Dude, you packed yourself up. You packed yourself up. Somebody, this is where I be wanting the comment section to, like, I don't even need cosigns on what I say because I know it be facts. But this is where I be wanting the comment section to be like, bruh, he literally pantsed himself. You verbally pantsed yourself, bro. Without us even trying. There's a fundamental difference between what you actually said and what you put in that comment. And if you deny that, sir, you look like a liar. We don't, because that's what you said. We don't. You do. And I said it on the other review, guys. AEW probably still happens without Cody. I know that's a hard pill for Cody to swallow. That's a horse pill for that man. I know that must be a hard pill to swallow, bro. But let's be real, dog. You probably were the smallest piece of the fucking pie to AEW's existence. And it's okay to accept that. It is. You don't have to be insecure about everything, dude. You're back in WWE. All those idiots in the crowd fucking love you. You got your little theme song. You look like Captain America mixed with Homelander. Dude, you got all this shit going for you in the company that you wanted it to go for. Why are you still being a liar? Why are you still being insecure? You won. You got your little biracial baby that you could trot out there.
Mm-hmm.
And using promos so you don't get booed. You got your black wife that would trade her skin for white skin in a second. You got your lily white fucking dog. And people might be thinking, oh, you going low. You talk about his family. No, I'm not. Is that not what his life is? Is that not what his life is? I didn't insult his child. Is that not what his life is? Dude, you got everything you could possibly want to shield yourself from being booed. Dude, you're like a walking doctor's office family poster. You're a walking doctor's office family poster. Y'all know them posters I'm talking about. The white man with the black woman with the mixed baby with the curly hair. Dude, that's you. Why are you so fucking fragile? Somebody stop me when I fucking lie. And if he sees this, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Get us blackballed from WWE. Fine. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Let's call a spade, homie.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, you so insecure, you can't even stand on what you fucking say on national television. Worldwide television. Now, I only know 3 million people see it, but I mean, bro. You got to stop faking the funk, man. People see through that shit. Now, WWE fans are too dumb to see through it, but bro, everybody outside of that bubble sees through you, dog. That's why you left. Come on, man. Cody, man, I'm going to hit you with what a white man tells a black man when he's actually going through something real. Do better. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Huh? The world's not that bad. What obstacles do you face that I don't face as a white man? Huh? Huh? Huh, man? Huh? Huh, man? Huh? Huh? Huh, man? White people always got to do that at least 6 times. You're like, what? Dude, you not going to, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I had to get that shit out of my system. Bro, when I saw that comment first thing in the morning, I had to light him up on tonight's show. There was no way I was going to be able to avoid it.
He just proves more and more each day how much of a bitch he wants to be. More and more female energy from him. I don't want to be healed because of this. I don't want to do my job because of this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that because of this, that, and the other thing. Why are you running away from doing what you are good at? What is so bad about you running away from what you are good at? It makes no sense to me. Well, I'm a dad. Your daughter's not old enough to comprehend what wrestling is right now. And even then, you would explain it to her as a parent, or your wife would as a parent, or her uncle.
Bro, and then to add on to that, you don't have the superpowers to stay the hero.
No.
You're not like this phenomenal promo. You're not this phenomenal in-ring worker. Like, dude, you don't have the superpowers to remain the hero.
No one does. Was Rock face forever? Was Austin face forever? Was Shawn face forever?
Like, we've yet to see the wrestler that has those superpowers.
Yeah.
I think the closest thing we have came just on an in-ring standpoint is Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Just from an in-ring standpoint. That's probably the closest we've seen. And from a promo charisma standpoint, Austin and Rock. That's probably the closest we've seen. And even they were heel. Cody, just like John Cena. John Cena, for fuck's sake. John
Your
Cena.
hero. Your fucking hero.
I can't believe, I never thought I'd see the day where I would be lumping John Cena in this category too. Even John Cena turned heel. Dude, who the fuck do you think you are? Somebody might say, well, he was heel at one point. He doesn't want to be heel on the stage. He feels he should be the superhero on. If Superman goes to another planet and fucks shit up as a villain and comes back to Earth, guess what? He's still a hero on Earth.
Yep.
You know that, right? He did it where he knew the public he was trying to impress wouldn't see it. He knows WWE fans don't watch shit outside of WWE. Fool. So if there's somebody that's saying, well, he did outside of WWE, you sound stupid. Do you honestly think WWE fans was watching his heel run in Ring of Honor and New Japan and TNA?
Nope.
Be serious. Be fucking serious. For 1 second. Be fucking serious. Yeah, Sting. Bro, like, Cody is the love child of the Vince McMahon mentality mixed in with the Vince McMahon prototypical wrestler. You combine those two things, there you have a Cody. And to be honest, bro, the moment you lose that belt, you lose whatever perceived superpowers you think you have. I hope you understand that, bro. The moment you lose that belt, them superpowers get neutralized, like Kendrick said. That belt is holding you up. And Warner, if it's anything we know about the business, how should it go? Should the belt make the man or should the man make the belt?
Man, make the belt.
What did Ric Flair do with every championship he hold?
He made that belt.
What did Bret Hart do with every championship he held?
He made that belt.
Shawn Michaels
made that belt.
I could keep it. I could easily keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you're one of the few examples in professional wrestling history where everybody is looking at you going, that belt is holding you up. And you don't even know it because that bubble got you fooled. But everybody outside that bubble knows once that belt is gone, homie, you are cooked. Come on, man. What are we talking about, bro? Fans control what you are. If you can't handle the booze, you're in the wrong business. Mo, that's a great comment.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, y'all, like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Y'all been slowing down on the donation gang. I need y'all to pick it back up, man. Hit the Cash App, hit the Streamlabs link, hit the Super Chats. You know what I'm saying? Show the necessary love. Said Mox has made the AEW title the most talked about title, and it's in a fucking briefcase. Uh-oh, you're not supposed to say that.
Nope. How dare you say that?
That's one of those you're not supposed to say that type of comments. Because, you know, all the people that have fake outrage towards Jon Moxley might come and get you.
Mm-hmm.
Lord. And I stand on what I say, unlike you, Cody. I will stand by it until this angle is over. The outrage between Jon Moxley and the Death Riders and all of them, that outrage is the fakest shit I've seen in pro wrestling. It is the fakest shit I've seen in pro wrestling today. It is so fake. It is so fake. It is so manufactured. It is so fake. It is so goddamn fake. The only thing I don't like is the briefcase thing. You need to see the prize that the people are fighting for. I just feel like that's a necessary element of wrestling. But you know what? After tonight, I had to make a concession, Warner. I did. I thought about it, Warner. I said, wait a minute. It's going to make it that much more special from whoever pops that briefcase open and holds that belt up high.
Yeah.
That's going to be a moment. So even the one little bit of trepidation I had about the whole title being in a briefcase thing went away after tonight. And I'm going to explain why, guys, because it's time to light the fuse. Bring the boom.
Dynamite.
Dinamite. Dinamite. Ah. Dinamite. Dinamite. WWE, y'all tried to have the stream taken down, and guess what? We're still here. God, that's going to look janky on playback, though.
Yeah.
That's going to look a little janky on playback. But, I mean, they'll see it's a full-length review. They probably just skip past it. But, man, that was kind of ass. I ain't going to hold you. That shit was kind of wild, y'all. But y'all stuck it out, man. Y'all stuck it out. That's what I'm talking about. But y'all need to stick out those tithes and offerings to the church, all right, and show that love. And let's get into Dynamite, y'all. We just hit an hour, too, Warner. We just hit an hour.
Perfect timing.
There we go. Let me see what we got. Yes, that's right. Dynamite. Y'all should be dropping Dynamite emojis every time we do that, by the way. I don't know why y'all just don't be picking up on the goddamn social cues. Yeah? Let's keep it rolling. All right. Okay. Warren, are you ready?
Let's do it.
The show opens with Excalibur Hotel and Casino welcoming us to the show. And we would have the Death Riders consisting of John Moxley and Marina Shafir's old fine ass. Going against Swerve, Strickland, and Willow Nightingale, who did the swerve when she drives. And we don't think you swerve when you drive, Willow, because you don't drink.
No, that's right.
And if you do drink, I don't know that, and I want to keep it that way. I love you, Willow.
We all love you, Willow. You're so adorable.
Willow, 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 Willow.
So freaking adorable.
Oh, man. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, guys, this match is what I would consider a controlled chaos cheat code. Did it have its slippity dips in there? Of course it did. But it's a mixed tornado tag match. What did you expect? Like, I hate to put it that way. Somebody might say, oh, if they were WWE, you'd be shitting all over it. No, I'd be shitting all over it because mixed tornado matches, well, first of all, you don't even see mixed tag matches in WWE like that.
No.
But, like, mixed tornado matches in WWE are Wonder Bread fucking soft. You know it's gonna be a table spot. You know it's gonna be one person tries to do a move on the opposite sex and then it gets stopped by the person of the same sex. Like you can predict a WWE mixed tag match down to the fucking holds.
And if they did do a move on the opposite sex, then it would be counted as a DQ.
Yeah, like
I mean, it would just, it's stupid.
Nothing burger McGillicuddy. It's a nothing burger. So no, this had its slippity dips and all that stuff, but all things considered, here was what was most important. They overcame the mistakes. That applies to sports in general. It is good when you can see a player who has been struggling all game. He's been struggling through the first 3 quarters, and then in that 4th quarter, you see him break one. That's a damn good feeling when you're watching as a fan. That's what they did in this match. They overcame the adversity of their botches in this match, and the botches in this match weren't even all that bad.
No.
They really weren't. It was like blinking, you'd miss it type stuff. The only botch that was really noticeable to me personally, maybe all the other botches were more noticeable to y'all, but this one, when Marina Shafir was supposed to grab Willow's ankle and Willow kind of had to hop over to the corner, that was pretty noticeable. That looked bad. I think they should have switched to a different angle. And the other botch that was semi-noticeable, because just from a production standpoint, it was obviously noticeable. They missed the Willow pushing Moxley into the table on the outside spot. Outside of that, did y'all really notice the botches for real? Serious question. That's what I'm saying. I think the biggest botches were the camera work, if anything.
Yeah.
So, to all the people that were trying to shit on this match, I'm like, really? Really? In the Willow table, and people think the Willow table spot was a botch. I'm going to be honest. To me, that added to the match. There are certain botches that add to a match. Because it's like, oh, shit, that was physical as fuck. Like, I think it was Chris Statlander going against Willow, if I'm not mistaken. Who landed on somebody's head? Whose legs landed on somebody's fucking head?
Oh. Yeah, that had to be Statlander versus Willow.
No, I know it was Statlander versus Willow. Whose legs landed on whose head?
Oh.
Chris on Willow. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That added to the match, in my opinion. That, to me, that added to the match. Sometimes a botch can add to a match. Somebody might say, you're a hypocrite. You got on Jey Uso for this and them turning it into a storyline. Because Jey Uso legitimately cannot fucking wrestle.
Big time.
That's the difference. We know Chris Statlander is a good wrestler. We know Willow is a good wrestler. We know fucking Swerve is a good wrestler. We know Mox is a good wrestler. That's the difference. When Jay is botching, it's just because he fucking sucks. That's a really big fundamental difference. Because I could see somebody going, oh my God. Oh, you're such a hypocrite. Okay, boom. Show me the 4-star Jey Uso match. Fuck it. Show me a 3-star Jey Uso match. Show me. Show me. And if one of you twats, if one of you goddamn cunt burgers say goddamn Jey Uso versus Gunther from Saturday night's main event, I'm blocking you from the fucking channel. I'm blocking your ass from the fucking channel. Be damn serious. Uh-oh, is that a little Fed walkery? Why can't we bring star ratings into this? Oh, let's do it. Why can't we bring star ratings into this?
Yeah, come on.
It seems like people don't have a problem with them when it's a WWE rating.
Right.
That's when it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
If WWE gets a 4 or 5 star, it's okay.
Oh, it's fine. So
Meltzer has all the credibility in the world when that happens.
You said I don't need star ratings to tell me what's a good match. Okay, then I implore you, in your mind, name me a good Jey Uso match, because I feel like that's where this is going. You're trying to troll out of this a little bit. Okay, name the good Jey Uso match. Let's go standard. Name the good Jey Uso match. Good, by the measure of good. I think the measure of good is pretty standard and pretty universal and pretty uniform. Okay, name a good Jey Uso match. Name it. Since you want to say good match, name me a good Jey Uso match. Let's use your standard. Said I'm not talking about Jey Uso. I don't like the fact that people use star ratings as a means to know what's a good match. It's like an observable, objective truth, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can look at a match and tell if it was a 4-star match. You can look at a match and tell if it was a 5-star match. The only thing I ever found ridiculous was, 6-star, 7-star. Now, that shit, I was like, that was a bit much. If you would have said that, I would have been like, okay. But, like, no, the 1 to 5-star rating scale, that's fine. Like, I have no problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people can tell. I think the WWE has conditioned people to not have standards towards wrestling matches to the point of where people want to exclude star ratings from wrestling matches. So again, I'm not trying to call you a fair walker, but if the Yeet shirt fits, I'm sorry. Said if that's the case, explain to me why Kurt Angle never had a 5-star match, because he's one of the greatest of all time, along with being involved in spectacular matches. Because Dave Meltzer, during that time period, was still trying to figure that whole scale out. There's a lot of wrestlers that should have had 5-star matches by his scale.
Not only that, he was not afraid of the drones.
Say in addition to. I hate when you say not only that. It's almost like you're canceling out my point.
Oh, sorry.
Say in addition to.
In addition to, Meltzer was not afraid of WWE drones.
Yeah. He was still working on how that system looks. Think about all of the advanced metrics that are used in sports now. Were they a perfect science when they first got used?
Hell no.
And right, if you're a Kurt Angle fan, you know that Kurt Angle is a 5-star wrestler. Now, that is the exception to the rule where you say star ratings don't matter, because Kurt Angle is going to get the best out of everybody he goes in that ring with. That's how I feel about Will Ospreay. That's how I feel about him. That's how I feel about Will Ospreay. To me, Will Ospreay should be exempt from star ratings because, dude, damn near every time he goes out there, it's a 5-star classic, no matter who he's in there with.
And he has the most 5 stars of all time.
That was kind of funny. That was like a double whammy right there.
Mm-hmm.
That was a double whammy. That was funny. Oh, man. Said WWE fans don't care about pro wrestling quality. They just want to do sing-alongs and yeet. Yeah, man, we talk about that all the time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, man. He was still figuring that whole system out. Back when he first introduced that system, I think he was being too hard on a lot of wrestlers. I'll admit that. I'll say that. I think when he first launched that system, he was being a mark for like old school Japan wrestling. And a lot of people get on him about that. It's like, see, I'm not defending Dave Meltzer, but I'm saying that Dave Meltzer has been held accountable for that already. Does that make sense, Brandon Ace? Meltzer has already been held accountable for the early version flaws of his system. He's already been held to the fire about it. See, but now it's in the opposite direction. Now he's giving 4-star ratings to WWE matches that don't even deserve 2. And now all of a sudden WWE fans don't have a problem with his star ratings. Ain't that kind of funny?
That's almost spooky.
Yeah. Yeah, he's dorking out for the drones now. Yeah, now. But let me see what we got. And I appreciate everybody who's defending their stance. If you feel a way about Meltzer, that's fine. That's your opinion. But like, bruh, his star rating scale literally gives you a kind of a, how would I say this? Oh my God, I really do not have a word. Somebody help me out in the comment section.
You know, it's kind of like,
because I don't want to say formula, because when I say formula, I think WWE.
It's kind of like, and this is going to date me, I know I'm old, but like, you remember back in the day, Siskel and Ebert with the thumbs up and the thumbs down?
Warner, I got
People
it.
disagree with that.
Warner, I got it. That's a good one too, but I got it. CompuBox. Y'all remember when CompuBox, if you're a boxing fan, y'all remember when CompuBox was first introduced? And people were like, oh, I'm going to wait till it goes to the judges. I don't want no stinking computer analyzing what a boxing match is. Just like what Brandon Ace just said. Literally just like what Brandon Ace just said. Literally what Brandon Ace just said. I remember how boxing fans were like, I don't need no stinking computer telling me who's winning a boxing match. Oh, lost Werner. His connection went out now. Here, come back, y'all. But yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday. That's what I look at Dave Meltzer star ratings like. It's like CompuBox. All right, Werner, you are back, sir. You are back. I can't hear you though.
You can't hear me. What do you mean?
There you go. Were you just waving your arms like a weirdo? Just with making no noise?
Doing yay!
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear you going yay. I'm like, are you waving your arms like a weirdo making no noise? Okay, all right. Weird flex, Werner. Weird flex. Uh-oh. God damn it, Werner, with your connection.
Do so, and this is what happens.
Yeah, this is gonna derail the stream way longer than it needs to. If y'all wanna engage Brandon Ace, please be my guest. But yeah, this is gonna delay the stream like 30 minutes. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood, yo. Let's keep it going. All right. But Swerve, Strickland, and Willow.
She's so freaking adorable.
Won by pinfall with a Dr. Bomb from Willow, Nightingale on Marina, Shafir. Now, I'm going to say something about Marina's fine ass. Ring rust was definitely present because she couldn't get Willow up to save her fucking life. Marina, baby. Look. I know you have access to rings, probably nationwide, which is on your side.
Yes.
When you're not on TV, you need to be in that ring, sweetheart. You looked rusty. Those judo throws looked rusty. Baby, get in the ring. Toni, get her reps on TV, throw her some squash matches, whatever you got to do to get her back on the right track, do that shit pronto tanto, because she looked rusty. I won't say she looked like she was, without a clue out there, but she was rusty.
Yeah, get her on Ring of Honor or something.
But post-match, Willow and Prince, dance in the ring, but Mox slides back in and drops her with a DDT. Toni, if you ever wanted to know who the top women's babyface is in your company outside of Toni Storm, you found out the moment Willow's head hit that canvas. The shock and awe of the crowd when Willow's head planted into that mat. I watched that shit back like 3 times on Twitter. You heard the crowd audibly go, You saw people cover their mouths in the first row. Go back and look if you don't believe it. Toni, that's your top women's babyface outside of Toni Storm right there. Only a top babyface can elicit that type of reaction. Hell, I got mad. I was like, what the fuck? For a second, I had to remember I was watching wrestling.
I was ready to go. I was ready to go to Peoria.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, hey, what the fuck? I literally said that. Bro. You could tell Moxley was a little hesitant to jump into that crowd. I think if he would have did that in a hostile crowd on a pay-per-view, somebody might have threw something at him.
Oh, yeah. If this was like all in Chicago or all out Chicago,
somebody might have threw something at him.
Yeah.
I ain't going to
Old Philly.
Yeah.
Old Philly would have thrown stuff.
But yeah, you heard people audibly gasp. Moxley was even looking like, what the fuck did I just do? Like, I know I was supposed to do that, but damn.
Why did I agree to this?
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get that reaction. Damn. Like, bro, you would have thought you saw Willow get shot in the head. But you know what? A lot of people said I was wrong when I said Tony Khan is doing something that WWE fans are not used to because they haven't seen it in so fucking long, and WWE can't book it unless it's a reign of terror. You're seeing Tony Khan build up a mega heel right in front of your fucking face. Something that WWE is currently failing to do. You're watching AEW do with ease. But again, I get it. Some people are just so used to mediocrity that when they see how something is supposed to be done, they're like, no, this shitty way is the way you're supposed to do it. Tony Khan is slowly but surely building the biggest heel in professional wrestling. You want to know how I know? Everybody is fantasy booking who to take the belt off of him. That's how you know you got a top heel on your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's fantasy booking who's going to take that belt off of him. Am I right or am I wrong? And let's be real. If Moxley truly had go-away heat, that belt would have been off of him. Tony Khan actually knows how to pivot.
Unlike Triple H.
Yeah, that belt would have been off of Moxley.
Oh, oops. I don't want to mess up the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't like when you get so conditioned to mediocrity, you're just like, wait, what is this good shit I'm seeing? Get this good shit the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And then not only did he help build more mega heat for Moxley, he put babyface steam on Swerve because Swerve wants to avenge Willow.
Yep.
And guess what, Werner? He did it on a go-home show. Blaspheme?
No.
Blaspheme? He's making it look easy.
So easy. You know, what I enjoyed about this match is everyone was willing to do business.
Yeah.
That was the best part about this. Everybody was willing to do business and work together in this match. You would never see this in any other another major promotion or the so-called industry standard,
which is bullshit.
But this was great. You got heat for Swerve to be a babyface. I you know what? You could probably make the argument Willow's even got more babyface heat now with that DDT. Again, mega heat on Marina and Mox for what they did to Willow. I mean, this was a phenomenal opener to start this show.
And if you one of those people that you just want to harp on the couple little mistakes that happened in this match, be my guest. But guess what? You still can't take away the fact that it did what it was supposed to do. It helped build towards the pay-per-view, and it helped get somebody even further over as a heel, even further over as a babyface, and even further over as a mega babyface in Willow's case.
I mean, those tiny little, again, you're nitpicking a good match if you're looking for those botches.
Yes, you really are.
Overall, this was a phenomenal start to the show.
And you can't take that away.
I would pray for this on WWE.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you can't take that away.
Right.
You can't take that away. And Toni, I really hope you were listening to that reaction when her head hit that mat. I really hope you were listening.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But that was the shit, though. That was the shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
That was great. So what are we at now? 3 weeks in a row? 4 weeks in a row?
Yeah.
Of good matches to start the fucking show?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Next up, we get a recap of Dax Harwood's meltdown on Collision. Renee Sammy Croquette interviews FTR backstage. Paul Turner, the referee, is there, and Dax Harwood apologizes to him and says he asked Tony Khan if he could give him the $10,000 fine directly, and he gives him a check. Turner thanks him for it and walks off as the interview continues. Dax says he loves my daughter. No, I'm playing. Says he loves Cass more than anyone almost in this world. In 11 years together, can't be eclipsed by one bad night. Pause.
I ain't gonna lie, that girl.
No.
Pause.
No. What the hell? Played the wrong one. All right. Pause that too.
Pause.
He said he's sorry and it was in the heat of the moment. Let's pause that as well.
Pause.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought he was a security guard, but he never, ever put hands on him, and they're going to eclipse themselves by winning the tag titles. A lot of eclipsing going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What type of eclipse do y'all think it was? Put that in the comment section. He goes for a hug, but Cass shoves him away and says they're brothers and they'll be fine on Sunday, but after Sunday, they'll have to talk.
We're gonna be women and talk.
We're gonna have to talk, young men. All right, bro. Okay. And we go to Brittany. Back from commercial, we get a recap of the finish to our opening match, and we're promised an update on Willow's medical status later in the show. Commentary unveils the Owen Hart Foundation tournament brackets. Jay White is out. Warner, pull up the bracket, sir. Run through it very fast.
All right, so we have Willith Ospreay the third.
Yes, the third. Yes.
Versus Kevin Knight as Jay White. God, could you imagine that as a first round match? Jay White and Will Ospreay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fire. Absolutely fire.
Oh.
Absolutely fire. Matchmaking on point. Matchmaking on point.
You know, it's like we finally get Adam Cole back, and now it's Jay White's getting snake bit. It sucks. All right, so we have Willith Ospreay at the third versus Kevin Knight. We got Brody King taking on Takeshita. That's going to be a good match.
That's going to be balls to the wall.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher.
That should be good.
And then Hangman Adam Page versus a wild card.
Ooh, it's a card that's wild.
Maybe there's a weapon behind that wild card.
Does he walk?
He might.
Oh, I don't know. We found out. Ladies and gentlemen, who said Mitsubishi Eclipse? Go to hell. Go to hell. That car you remember when the Fast and the Furious came out? That car was on the streets tough. That car was on the streets tough. Y'all remember that Fast and the Furious era? When it first came out and everybody was putting them ugly ass LEDs under their car? Oh my God. No, it wasn't LEDs. They was putting some shit under there that could explode. Wasn't it like plasma lights or some shit?
Yeah.
Man, bro. The Eclipse was on the streets heavy.
Mm-hmm.
God, I remember that like it was yesterday. But continue.
All right, we got the women's Owen up next. We have a rematch. Jamie Hayter taking on Billy Starks.
Sign me up.
Yeah. Then we have Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa.
It's
a Rosa of the Thunder variety.
That's right. You know, there's a restaurant called Thunder Rosa, sweeping the nation.
I heard they serve Thunder Rosa.
That's right, along with the Thunder Rosa.
And a side of Thunder Rosa.
But don't forget the special of Thunder Rosa.
Don't forget the Thunder Rosa beverage.
Oh, and the cocktail Thunder Rosa.
Ah, yes.
That should be a good match too with Chris.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now up next we have Julia Hart versus Mercedes Moné.
Sign me the fuck up.
Yep. And then Harley Cameron versus Athena.
Sign me the fuck up. Never thought I'd see that matchup, but sign me the fuck up.
I'm excited for these matches, don't get me wrong, but...
Oh, here we go.
I'm kind of disappointed that we're not going to get Mercedes and Athena in the final, and we're going to get them in the semis.
I think Tony Khan is doing the appetizer of Thunder Rosa. No, I'm playing.
That's right.
No, he's doing the appetizer thing with that matchup. It's so blatant. He's doing the appetizer thing with that match. I'm not gonna lie. If Mercedes wins the match that they likely are gonna have, I have a feeling Athena's winning those belts, all of those belts off her at All In.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because Athena's a Texas girl.
That's right.
Yeah. That's exactly what I think, bro. I think we're going to get an appetizer match. And yeah, it's going to be the shit. When it's being built up for All In, I think that's when it's going to go into overdrive for sure. But we got the brackets, ladies and gentlemen. Bracketology. Bracketology. All right.
Now, only if this was the Women's Continental Classic.
I ain't even going to do it to you, Werner. I was going to ask you to spell Continental.
No, yeah, we don't want to do that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You was probably going to spell Southwest. Jesus Christ. Okay. But I'm Halathi. I'm all right. So commentary unveiled.
I might have just spelled Thunder Rosa.
You could can you? Can you spell Thunder Rosa? Now I'm gonna make you spell. Can you spell Thunder Rosa? Let's give that one a go. I was trying to help you, Werner. I was.
TH. UN. DER.
For sure.
Space.
Because
that's important.
It's very important.
ROSA.
Good for you. Let's go, Werner.
Bang, bang.
He's so Halathi.
Bang, bang.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Spelling Bee Mayo Man in the building. Spelling Bee Mayo Man. Let's keep it rolling, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got Penelope Ford in all of her Penelope Fordness. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that.
I'm like, goddamn, you dirty bitch. You dirty bitch. You dirty bitch.
Going against Toni Booty.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, this wasn't a mini cheat code. It was just it was a get to the pay-per-view type of match, in my opinion.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. It seems like it was a little miscommunication at the end of the match. I don't know. It seemed like it was a little miscommunication. I feel like I'm slightly nitpicking there. But like it just seemed like it. It seemed like that wasn't supposed to be the setup to the Storm Zero. But Toni Booty would end up winning with the Storm Zero. I said winning with the Storm Zero. Renee Sammy Croquette interviews Swerve Strickland backstage. Oh, I almost forgot. We had a Megasis appear. Megasis looked like she was going to the club. Megasis looked like she was going to the club. I was, ma'am, Megasis, Megan, Baineth, ma'am.
You know, she would probably be the only one allowed into one of those WWE after parties.
Werner, all I know is she came out there Jigglypuff. She was jiggling.
Nothing wrong with that.
She came out there looking like, I am woman, hear me roar. I'm like, you know what? I accept it. I accept it. I use it as currency in most restaurants.
Yes.
Thank you, Megan. We appreciate you and your presence.
Yes.
And I tell you what, no, I'm going to save that for investment ratings. I'm going to save that for investment ratings.
Okay.
I got 2 caveats for their match. My first time having 2 caveats for any match on a pay-per-view. I got 2 caveats for that match. And I can't wait to get to that. Yeah, man, Megan, yeah, sweetheart. I'm not going to simp for you. I'm not going to gump for you, baby. But, hey, Jelly Nutella, I'm going to tell you what, brother. If you don't shoot that club up, homie, somebody will. I'm just going to put it that way. If you don't shoot that club up, somebody will. All right? Because that's something. That's a Megasis right there, boy. You know what I mean? Said bang, bang, motherfucker. All right. Y'all feeling frisky in this motherfucker. Warner, put your mayo fingers down, man. Warner just shot mayonnaise from there to Pennsylvania. So if you are in between Michigan and Pennsylvania and mayonnaise just covered your house, it is not covered in your insurance policy. Blame Mayo Jackson. Okay? But Renee Sammy Croquette interviews Swerve Strickland backstage. He puts Willow Nightingale over for her strength and resolve and says he won't rest until he has his hands on Jon Moxley tonight. Pause if necessary. And then we go back to Brittany. Back from commercial, commentary hypes up All In Week festivities in July. MVIP and Booby Lashley make their entrance in street clothes. Well, not really. They were suited and booted. With commentary informing us that Shelton Benjamin is having travel issues. All right. Before Bob can say anything, out comes Njif to talk to Bob. And, oh, this is the block that I built, and you need me, and low-hanging fruit this and low-hanging fruit that. And Booby Lashley botches the first line of his promo, but he cleaned it up with sheer intimidation because most of the crowd isn't bold enough to laugh at him.
Yeah.
So, yes, on sheer intimidation factor, he cleaned that promo up and basically said, get the fuck out my face. And MJF says, okay, he'll prove himself, and thanks them both for their time. Then out comes the learning tree, consisting of Big Bill, oh boy.
Oh, boy.
And Brian Titty Sucker Pootie Tank Pants Keith.
Yep.
Going against some poor guys.
Mm-hmm.
Some poor guys would lose to Big Bill.
Your local tag team.
And Brian Titty Sucker Pootie Tank Pants Keith. And there you have it. Post-match, Big Bill gets on the mic and says they whoop Top Flight's yes. And they whoop these dudes today. And on Sunday, they won the tag title match so he could whoop the Hurt Syndicates. Yes. MVP goes to say something, but Bob stops him and gives them a, yeah, sure, whatever, wave, and they walk off together. Renee Salmon Croquette interviews Mercedes Moné backstage about a tag match she has on Collision with none other than Harley Cameron. And Harley would enter herself into the frame via puppet. Beautiful. And she pitches a team name of Train Station Money Wrath and Excellence Gone Choo Choo.
Oh my God.
Bruh. Tony, you're going to lose her to Hollywood. Because there's going to be somebody with a bag that you just cannot compete with. And it's not going to be WWE.
Harley, I love you. I love you, sweetheart. Never change. I love you. Harley, I can't wait for us to link up again. I just, wow. Second AEW give Brian Keith the wrong plane ticket.
Bruh.
Oh my God.
God damn. That's fucked up, but it's funny. That's funny.
Big Bill wins the tag team titles all by himself.
That's right. That's right. MJF versus Lashley. Book it, Tony. God. Hey, I wouldn't mind it. Remember, guys, I said a couple weeks back, I wouldn't mind it. I actually wouldn't mind it whatsoever. You said I want to see that interview again. Go watch it. It's on the channel. The Harley Cameron interview has gone nowhere. I'll just oh man, she broke me a couple times during that interview. And she could break me in. Never mind. See, y'all know, see, Warner, you see how they tried to, you see that? Conspiracy. Tried to make me say something freaky. I see what y'all doing. Why isn't Thunder Tits Toni Storm a part of the Owen tournament? Because her tits were too thundery. That's why.
That's right.
Ducky Mama
Not to be
Hugs.
confused with Thunder Rosa.
No. Nor the restaurant of Thunder Rosa.
That's right.
All right. With the Thunder Rosa beverage and cocktail.
Exactly.
Okay. Don't get it confused. Said only Harley can do what she does. See, stop it. Don't put Do and Harley Cameron in the same sentence.
Yeah, that's
around me. Okay? I don't care how perverted it sounds. I'm a man with testosterone in my body. Harley, I love you.
So beautiful.
I'm going to give you some Ducky Mama hugs. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, Jay's coming through with the factoids. Said, doesn't the winner of the Owen get a shot at the belt Tony has? Well, she might not have it. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we don't know.
Speculation, rumor. All right, let's keep it going. All right, Warren, it's time for you to pull your weight around this motherfucker, man. Let's go.
All righty. We got Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight taking on Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. This was an okay match, I guess. It was there.
This motherfucker tripping. I should have kept going. I should have kept going. This is the best I've ever seen Blake Christian and Lee Johnson look since they've been in AEW. Are you serious, Warner?
No, I agree. I was being funny.
Yeah, sure you were.
This is the best I've seen them. Hopefully they can get more momentum. You know what? After seeing this, Tony, get a cruiserweight division title going, or light heavyweight, whatever, because these two can go, and they've proven it. Give them something to do.
Let me tell you something, and I've been saying this on Twitter. Kevin Knight is going to go down as one of the most underrated signings in AEW history.
He was phenomenal tonight.
Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Mark my words. If he develops on the mic, Tony Khan has a megastar.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I said it. If we're doing this, pardon me, if we're doing this stream 5 years from now, which I hope so, you know what I'm saying?
Too.
But like, remember, I said it.
Mm-hmm.
He has everything. So just keep that in mind. But I think I thought
that was.
Go ahead.
That he's a phenomenal talent. After seeing tonight and watching Collision this past weekend, that guy's got it.
Mm-hmm. And just like we say all the time, because there's people that'll tell us that somebody in WWE has it, and me and Werner are just like, nah. This is a prime example of what we be saying when we say, if a person has it, you can almost see it straight away.
Mm-hmm.
You can almost see the shit straight away. There is no, let them cook, wait for it to happen, be patient. No, when a person is just an elite talent, no pun intended, you kind of see it off rip. You don't have to let them cook. They step in the kitchen the moment that they show up. Again, another thing that WWE fans are a victim of lowered standards of.
And another person of color going to be in the main event scene in the next 5 to 10 years.
Would you look at that?
Mr. Triple H, I don't see color Levesque.
Yeah, it's funny. Kevin Knight almost signed with WWE, but man, I don't know how Triple H would have booked him considering he couldn't see him.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be quite the conundrum, wouldn't it? Look at that.
Anyways, getting back to it, Kevin Knight hit a huge springboard lariat on Lee Johnson to get the win. Post-match, Toni Schiavone got on the mic and said that the match between Ospreay and Kevin Knight in the Owen Hart Cup tournament will take place at Dynasty. Ospreay and Knight shook hands, but Knight pulled him back in briefly. This was a really strong debut for Kevin Knight.
For fuck's sake, he's going to be on a pay-per-view, and he just signed with the company, what, last week?
And honestly, what would have happened if he signed with WWE? Would he be sitting in the crowd at NXT, sitting under deliver?
He would have got buried in the Performance Center until that happened. Yeah.
Right.
Let me tell you something, y'all. Tony Khan trimming the fat of all the wrestlers that didn't want to be there and signing wrestlers that are hungry is going to have such a better long-term effect for AEW than what WWE is doing right now. You going again, another one of those things, you're going to look back and be like, I remember when he said this. Tony Khan is playing the long game.
Mm-hmm.
WWE is playing the short game. Want to know how I know? They just signed Rusev back. Rusev. WWE is playing the short game, and guess what? When they have to end up inevitably doing cuts again, like mass cuts again, I really hope and I really pray by then the WWE ID program is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's not, guess who they gonna go start offering contracts to? Any indie talent with a name. Any indie talent with a fucking name is gonna get contract off. Not ID offers, full out, full-fledged contract offers.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that ID program is fucking dead. Because then that means WWE is going to actually have to compete in free agency with AEW for top independent prospects.
Yep.
Yeah, Rusev, yeah, he's back.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not saying that as a gotcha, but it feels like you were. Frank Murdoch, Because Tony Khan is in a phase right now where he probably should release Orange Cassidy and Daniel Garcia, but right now he's having his cake and eating it too. He knows his product is good. So he doesn't really see a need to release either one of them.
But he better get that fucking belt off of Daniel Garcia.
That's what I was about to say next. That's what I was about to say next. But he does need to get that belt off of Daniel Garcia. It's a luxury when you can book Orange Cassidy and Daniel Garcia in the low card and you don't got to worry about them taking any spotlight from any of your up-and-coming stars. That's a luxury. That's a luxury that you can only be afforded when you actually book well. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they definitely don't have that luxury over in Connecticut.
No, they don't. Man, fuck Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Apollo, you could tell you and any friend you like him that I said it, man. Fuck Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
And Daniel Garcia. Pack them the fuck up.
Get them the fuck out of there.
Yeah, pack them the fuck up. Tony Khan does not need them anymore.
No.
All right. Let's keep this ball rolling.
All right, up next we have the Ops there in the back. As Samoa Joe said, he started this group because he knew the battlefield was changing and he knew he would need to switch up his arsenal. Come Dynasty, he, Hook, and Shibata will be in the building watching and seeing all. Don't let them catch you lacking.
What you gonna say next, Apollo? Or a cinema cook hoop? Fuck out of here. Let's keep going.
Then get him over to WWE.
Yeah, please. Because, yeah. Or a cinema cook hoop.
All righty, we have Brody King taking on Lance Archer. Brody King hit him with a lariat to get the win.
That was a great fucking match.
That was a great. It was a great back and forth. I'm gonna beat the hell out of you match.
Yeah, man. I'm like you. God, I miss those types of matches too.
Mm-hmm.
Like those types of matches. You used to see them in the Ruthless Aggression era at least twice a show.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I did not hear a meat chant.
Were we watching the same show?
I'm just saying.
Because when they traded clotheslines, they definitely was chanting that shit.
Oh.
And that was at like the beginning of the match too.
Okay.
And then Tony
Schiavone
was encouraging that bullshit on commentary.
Yeah, don't.
And I was like, no. The only way it's gonna go away is if you just make it not cool.
Yeah.
No, stop. Fucking cut that weak shit out.
That's WWE shit. We don't want that WWE shit here.
Dude, a WWE wrestler coined it.
Yeah.
Like, just stop. God, I hate those fucking meat chants. Like, with everything.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, let WWE fans have that chant, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Give that to Otis.
Man, the day the AEW crowd stop doing that damn chant will be a beautiful fucking day in my mind.
It will be. It so will be.
All right, but let's wrap this one in a bow and let's get out of here, man.
All righty, we got Cope taking on Claudio Castagnoli. I want to say a mini cheat code.
It was a mini cheat code.
It was a mini cheat code. But Cope hit a low blow and a spear for the win.
Because on this day, he sees clearly.
That's right.
If he didn't, he wouldn't have been able to win this match.
Exactly. Right after that, we got Renee Salmon Croquette backstage trying again to get a medical update with Willow from Swerve, who was bickering with Prince Nana, who left Strickland, told Renee, no offense, he's looking for her husband. And then she just fucking disappeared.
Well, you know,
like it was just poof.
A part of being a Renee Salmon Croquette is the ability of teleportation.
Oh, I didn't know that. See,
Yeah,
I'm learning
you're not a
things
salmon
every
croquette.
day.
You wouldn't know.
That's yeah. Oh.
Yes, Apollo, I agree. Adam Copeland went out there and worked with Claudio like he had something to prove, and he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's the culture and environment that AEW breeds. And that's why Tony Khan trimming the fat and getting those guys that didn't want to be there out of there helped make the company better just by subtraction. So, yeah, agreed. Go ahead.
All righty. No offense for the husband. Hangman Adam Page power walks in, got into Strickland's face and said he's wasting his time as security bolted in. Page said he made a promise Strickland would never hold the title again. Strickland said, let it go. Page screamed at Strickland, you broke into his house. Strickland responded saying, you burned my house down. Strickland admitted, I deserved it.
That was heavy.
That was shocking.
That was heavy.
Like, you could have ended the show right there.
Yeah, no, I would have cut the feed right there. I would have cut the feed right there.
That would have been perfect.
That was a moment. Like, let me tell you something. We always say experiences are better than moments.
Right.
But that was a damn good moment.
That was a fucking phenomenal moment.
Experiences are definitely better than moments any day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
But that right there, that right there was a special moment. They could have cut the feed right there. That's how you know a show has been booked well.
Yeah.
We could have cut the feed right there, and I guarantee you nobody, would any of y'all been mad?
No. We all would have been talking about it for a half an hour going, man, what's that next match going to be? Oh, does this mean Hangman's going to help him now? What is, like
I
all
still
this stuff.
feel that way.
Yeah.
Like, I still feel that way. Man, I could talk about that, like you said, for 30 minutes. I'm not going to do it, but I could.
Honestly, that was a fucking phenomenal bar.
What a branch.
Dear Lord.
What a fucking branch. Because now, oh, God. Go ahead. Finish it up. I don't even want to get into speculation corner.
Yeah. Page took the admission in and walked away before the Death Riders attacked Strickland from behind. Pause. As Moxley sent Strickland through glass. I don't know if it was real or not, but there was glass. Before being dragged to the ring, Strickland was left surrounded by all the Death Riders as they all held him. For Moxley, who slapped him repeatedly, Yuta dumped a bucket of glass in the ring. Castagnoli hit the Ricola bomb onto it. Moxley got in his last-minute trash talk before they all left. Only for Strickland to rise up slowly like he's the fucking Undertaker.
Yo, another moment.
Another great moment. Laughing at Moxley and crew as it'll take a lot more to put Strickland down at Dynasty.
Another moment I missed was when Swerve, that maniacal smile Swerve gave Moxley after he hit the house call on Marina Shafir.
Mm-hmm.
Just little stuff like that. But I'm gonna hit y'all over the head with something. It's not likely. It's definitely not likely, especially considering all the babyface steam Hangman Page has been able to gather up. But I think that's also why it would make it all the more shocking. What if it seems like Hangman is going to help Swerve against the Death Riders, and he ends up helping the Death Riders win and becomes the new leader of the Death Riders, and he takes out Mox as well? Kind of like how what's-his-name did Edge in Judgment Day.
Ooh. That's an interesting thought.
You can't tell me that wouldn't be one of the biggest swerves in pro wrestling. No pun intended.
Yeah.
That would be insane. I think that would be the most insane way to kick off the Swerve Hangman feud again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think he's about to help Swerve get that championship, and then he hits Swerve over the head with like a beer bottle or some shit. And then you think he's going to help Mox, and Mox is shocked, and he fucks Mox up too.
Yeah.
And you just see like Marina Shafir smile. Bruh. Oh my God. Bro.
I got to believe it's going to be Hangman Swerve for the title.
Because here's the
logic. All in.
See, but here's the logic. The Death Riders could be like, dude, you've gotten us fucking killed. We've been getting killed because of you. Everybody has a case to tell Moxley go fuck himself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you could get Moxley to going back to being that tweener he's destined to be. Bro, if that happens, y'all all owe me $10 a piece because that'd be one hell of a prediction. Said Moxley, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, you making faces and shit. Yeah, they're taking all the bullets for him. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, we'll see. We'll see. But let's go to ratings, man. Let's go to ratings. I'm going to give tonight's show an 8.4. An 8.4. Another very solid show. Another show where it felt like there could have been a couple things to ratchet up the intensity. But the booking still had a sense of urgency. The booking still had a sense of urgency. Otherwise, I would have probably put this at like a 7.4. Moment of the night. You know what? Swerve was kind of like my MVP for the night. So I'm going to give Swerve moment of the night. Swerve was working like the pay-per-view was goddamn 4 weeks away. And he was just like, you know what? I'm going to go balls to the wall because I know the pay-per-view is 4 weeks away. I got time to rest. No, this dude is wrestling like his head is on fucking fire and the pay-per-view is fucking Sunday. He could have took the night off. He could have just phoned it in. And here he is doing fucking tornado tag matches and going through glass on a go-home show.
Right.
So I'm going to give moment of the night to Swerve.
I'm with you on stuff that needed to be ratcheted up. I'm gonna go 8, flat 8. I mean, overall this show was good, but again, there was stuff that needed to be ratcheted up a little bit. Moment of the night, God.
Yeah,
there's so much on this show. But you know, I'm honestly, because I'm still blown away. I'm going the interaction between Swerve and Hangman.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. I didn't see that. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
No.
Straight up. That was solid. All right, Werner, let's get into investment ratings, man.
All righty. In no particular order, we're going to start off with Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart in the Women's Owen Hart Foundation Tournament quarterfinal.
I think Mercedes is going to give Julia Hart her best AEW match yet, but there is stakes on this, Owen Hart. I'm going to go 7. I'm going to go 7. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right?
It's really hard.
Yeah, because I was going to go 6 at first, but I was like, nah, it's stakes on this, but I don't know. I'm just kind of iffy on it.
I'm going to split the difference and go 6.5. I just, I know it's a first-time matchup, and Mercedes always, turns up in those first-time matchups, and I know she'll do everything she can to make Julia look good. But how good is the question?
As she should.
As she should. As the vet, as she should. All right, up next, we have Willith Ospreay III versus Kevin Knight in the men's Owen Hart Foundation Tournament quarterfinal.
If you have this anything lower than a 8, anybody in our Truth Seeker section, if y'all have this anything lower than an 8, go watch WWE. I'm sitting at a 9 for this one.
Yeah, so am I. I think, you know what, if they can, not to compare, but like if they can recreate some of the magic of Ospreay versus Oku from that Rev Pro match.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
From what, 2 years ago, a year ago?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way that match won't be a 10 by the end of the night.
You ain't gonna get no disagreement from me.
Yeah, exactly. So up next, we got Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole.
It's caveat time, Werner. It's caveat time. You ready?
Wait. I got to get through everything. For the AEW TNT Championship, this match has no time limit and no outside interference is permitted.
Caveat time.
Okay.
10 if that belt comes off of Daniel fucking Garcia. 0 if it doesn't.
Yes. I completely fucking agree.
Lord. Sorry, y'all. I'm checking wrestling news on my phone while I'm doing this, by the way. Don't think I'm being an asshole and ignoring y'all. Go ahead.
All right. Oh, God. Up next. The Learning Tree, Chris Jericho taking on Bandito.
That was announced.
Title versus mask for the ROH World Championship.
Oh, well, I must have missed this. Like, what? When did this happen?
Last week.
You know what? I'm going to cut Jericho some slack. Jericho is always a great pay-per-view performer.
Yeah.
That's something that we can't take away from him. Like, even when we wanted to give Jericho matches like a 1, Jericho shuts us the fuck up and just balls out. So, like, I don't think this is going to be any exception to the rule. You know what? I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give this a 7 as well.
Yeah, I'll go 7 just because it's Bandito.
Yeah, let's not forget that it's fucking Bandito.
Yeah, because Bandito's in it. All right, up next, we have the Death Riders of Claudio Castagnoli, Pac, and Wheeler Yuta taking on Rated R FTR. Cope.
Ooh, Rated R FTR? Rated
Rifter.
Rated Rifter. That's right.
And my daughter, FTR Bald.
Oh, my daughter.
In a trios match for the AEW World Trios Championship.
Yo ass really Rated Rifter. That's mad funny, bro.
Maybe they wouldn't be having their issues if it was Rated R FTR.
Maybe. I think the story is gonna sell this match. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna shock y'all with this one. I think they're gonna really try to make this something. So I'm gonna give this an 8.5. I think they're gonna really try their best to make this something. Like, look at the performers.
So
like, pause for a second. Take a look at the performers.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I'm with you on this. And the turn happening.
Yeah.
And then maybe we see Christian watching on TV.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If we're including the performers involved in the potential stories that could take place in this matchup.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones where, like, if you're dipping below like a 7 for this one, I'm gonna ask why. But yeah, I don't know. I just have a sneaky suspicion about that one in a good way. But let's keep going.
Let's keep going. All right, up next, we have Kenneth Omega the
Are
third.
You shitting me?
Taking on Richard O'Shea.
Are you shitting me?
Taking on Mike the Dragon Bailey.
Are you shitting me?
In a 3-way match for the AEW International Championship.
Are you shitting me? 10.
Oh yeah, no. This if anyone does anything less than a 10, you're nuts.
And I have a sneaking suspicion about this too. I think Tony Khan is going to give this like 25 minutes.
I would be shocked if he didn't.
I don't see this match being anything under 20 minutes.
I would be shocked if this didn't start the show and it went 25 minutes.
Honestly, I think this. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I think the sweet spot for this match is going to be about 28 minutes.
Okay.
I think the sweet spot for this match is going to be about 28 minutes. Like, it needs to look like Kenny Omega really, like, there's 2 missions that need to be accomplished. It needs to look like Kenny Omega can really lose that belt in this match. Like, basically, Richard O'Shea and Speedball have to come out of this match looking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next thing is the belt has to come out of this match looking phenomenal.
Right.
If those two missions are accomplished, how can you be mad at me saying that this is a 10?
Right.
But continue. Oh, you ain't give your rating. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I'm with you on a 10. I'm completely with you on a 10 on this match. There's no fucking way.
Yeah. I'm not going below a 10. If
No.
you go below a 10 on this one, you a fucking hater.
And you love WWE.
Yeah, you a hater. I'm not even finna address you. Like, straight up.
All right, up next we have timeless Toni Storm
Oh my God.
versus Megan Bayne for the AEW Women's World Championship.
I'm in the win because guess what? It's a 10 again. It's a 10
Same.
again. Caveat,
I'm
no caveats.
You know what? I'm actually kind of surprised that they're not saying with Penelope Ford on this.
I'm tweaking. Actually, I did have a caveat. I said I had one earlier. Here's my caveat, guys. Toni Storm, timeless Toni Storm, Tony Booty, if you shall, is bulletproof.
Mm-hmm.
That's also something that is extremely rare in professional wrestling. When somebody is just that over that literally a loss will not hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
A major loss won't even come close to hurting them. Toni Storm is that. Megan Bayne fits the entire feng shui of Dynasty as a pay-per-view, literally down to the branding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all saw that video package they did for her with this pay-per-view. When I saw that, and when I saw Megan Bayne walk out there and Penelope underneath Megan Bayne's chin, cowering at her leg, I said, how do you not make her champion on Sunday?
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Tony, I don't think you get a bigger moment with Megan Bayne than this.
Yeah.
Just even from a shock standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you get a bigger moment than this for her. I think Megan Bayne needs to win this. Like, at first I was like, I wouldn't care who won either way. It's still going to be a great match. Now, after tonight and after that video package I saw for her, for Dynasty, I was like, this can be the beginning of Megan Bayne's Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
It writes its fucking self. Do it.
Do it.
And Toni, Jace, you said it right as I was finna say it. Toni chasing is better.
Yeah.
It just is. Look, and I think you can instantaneously build one person on your roster that we haven't seen back up in one segment. Megan Bayne wins that belt off of Toni Storm. She gets to the top of the ramp. Her and Camille stand there and face off with each other.
Yeah, not that hard.
You could do Chris Statlander at All In.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine Camille versus Megan Bayne at Double or Nothing, where Camille has a competitive match with Megan Bayne. Imagine what that would do for Camille's stock. Tony, I say do it. And judging by Tony's booking leading up to this pay-per-view, it seems like Toni is on the game time decision type of thing with that itself.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all notice that? He definitely did game time decision booking with Megan Bayne going into this show. So we'll see. Caveat, I'm excited for this match. It's a 10 either way. But yeah, caveat, I think, look, it's going to break my scale if Megan Bayne wins. I just think that would be huge. But Warner, give your thoughts. Go ahead.
I'm with you on the 10. I love this match for, the immovable object versus the unstoppable force of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tony's going to have to dig down deep. No, no pun intended, to give everything she's got to, even make a dent in Mega Main, because that's how you built her up.
Mm-hmm.
So and again, I'm with you on the title change. And then going on to Camille and then Statlander.
It won't hurt Toni Storm.
No, it won't. You can still have her chase. If you want to give her a belt, you can throw her in the TBS if need be.
Yeah, you could low-key pivot to Toni versus Mercedes.
Yeah.
Damn, I ain't even think about that.
Yeah.
At least as a transitional feud for Double or Nothing, and then All In, you obviously are doing Mercedes versus Athena.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you want to use Toni Storm and get the TBS title off of Mercedes, sure. But I feel like you shouldn't do that, though, because that would ruin the stakes of Athena versus Mercedes at All In.
Right.
But you could definitely do a transitional feud between those two. I don't see a reason why not.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
No, I'm with you on that. Up next, we have Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana for the AEW World Championship.
Just to make the fake outrage Jon Moxley haters mad, 10.
Oh, no, this is totally a 10.
10.
After that menacing smile, are you kidding me?
Goddamn, 10. Be serious, 10. That match is look, I think that match is actually going to shock a lot of people with how good it is.
You know what? I thought about this yesterday. This would have been a perfect match to bring back the exploding barbed wire death match.
Yeah, they definitely deserve a take two at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, was that all we had?
That's all we have.
All right.
That as of right now.
Okay.
This
we
is
still
all
got
we have.
Collision. We still
have Collision. No 0-hour matches have been announced.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys. There you have it. All right. Guys, clear the air. God damn, I was just talking about this earlier. Fellas, I was talking about this on the phone earlier. Fellas, invest in your success. Stop chasing pussy. Stop chasing frivolous shit. Invest in yourself. If you build yourself up enough, the women will come. Stop ending up in shitty situations with women that don't even like you, and now you're tricking on this bitch that don't even like you nor respect you. Build yourself up. You can get any woman you want when you are built. Get your ass in the gym. Get some businesses going. Work on yourself and your mental and stop acting like a beta. And you will get whatever woman you fucking want. I don't care how arrogant it sounds right now. I could walk in any club, major club in y'all city, and get any bitch I want out of that motherfucker. You know why? Because I built myself up. That's it. I don't know what else to say, man. That's why I want to clear the air on.
So today we obviously saw that there are going to be events leading up to All In and All In itself.
Yeah.
And All In is starting at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, grow a backbone. You were here first. Fuck WWE and their watered down Saturday night's main event. It's not going to do anything. It's stupid. It's just stupid. Grow a pair. Stay on the night. Start at 8:00 or 7:00 or whatever. Ideally 7. That'd be nice. 7:00 and go from there.
You have the better product.
You have the better product. The WWE does not have the better product. No one wants to see Jey Uso versus whoever for the World Heavyweight title. No one wants to see John Cena versus whoever for the WWE title.
Yeah, bro.
There are no must-see marquee matchups in WWE right now. at all. And if there were, they definitely wouldn't be on Saturday night's main event.
And they're out, and most importantly, to add to your point, they're out of marquee matchups.
Mm-hmm.
They're out of them. All of the part-timers that they could break glass in case of emergency are retired or dead.
Mm-hmm.
And Cena's about to retire.
Right.
So, dude, Toni, I agree, man. I agree, dude. Hold your own nuts, man. Like, seriously, bro, you can't shrivel up in the cold every time WWE comes around.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, bro. Saturday night's main event is going to suck, bro. You're going to have the better show. Be confident in that. I ain't mean to steal your thunder, man. I'm sorry. When I saw that announce time, that shit pissed me off too.
Grow a set. No one wants to see Punk versus Cody.
Boy, if it wasn't the end of the stream, I would have lit you the fuck up for saying that shit. That's not a marquee matchup, dude. Not in 2025. CM Punk's profile is in the fucking dirt. Cody's profile is about to be in the fucking dirt. Like, bro, and Punk is washed. Yeah, 5-star, and add that in. Punk is washed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we talking about? WWE has burnt through all of their marquee matchups. They've burnt through all of them. Come on now. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. All right, y'all, let's get the fuck up out of here, man. We gave y'all 2 hours and 16 minutes of that good work. We fought through some technical difficulties.
Yes, we did.
But we finished this motherfucker. So that means we about to get up out of here. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the brazen in his hat. So, sign off yet again to say epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starksign.
The beacon of hope worldwide, the Messiah of semi-cute sixes, and the eternal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Friday.